Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I was getting ready to go inside with all of these collard greens and I looked over and I saw all of these salad greens. Y'all, I need to harvest that as well. So let me put these away and let's come back and harvest these together. All right, I got my big bowl empty and now we're going to harvest these greens. Y'all, I haven't been able to get outside to do much harvesting in a minute because y'all, it's just been too hot, too wet, too cold, too something. But I'm out here today and we're going to get this done. This is the third harvest off of these collard greens. You know what? Before I start harvesting, let me bring you in close so you can just see how pretty they are after getting so much rain over the last week. There's buttons over there trying to get to me. Anyway, these greens have been harvested twice already. These are 5 different varieties of turnip greens in here. They look amazing. And this will be the first harvest of these greens over here. And these are rape greens. And honestly, I think there's enough over here by itself for a meal, but we're going to mix them with those turnip greens over there. And we need to get these harvested because I planted a few more seeds. Those seeds have germinated and I have little bitty baby plants here that need some sunlight to breathe. So we're going to harvest all of these right now. And I've gotten a little bit behind on editing my videos. So y'all, I don't know when this video is going to release, but I'm so far behind on everything. By the time you see this video, it might be June, y'all. I hope not, but it is toward the end of May. Today is May 25th. I accidentally pulled that one up. There's a little turnip on it. See that little turnip? Anyway, we'll take that turnip in the house, but I wasn't trying to pull it up. I was going to wait and do these another day, but y'all, at least I'm in the shade. And I'm like, if I'm in the shade, I might as well go ahead and get these harvested. It's cool enough out here, as long as I'm in the shade, that I could do that. And I didn't want to harvest without you. I've been trying to show just how you don't need a lot of space to grow a lot of food. So I wanted you to see this third harvest. Now you've already been with me for the other 2 harvests. This will be the third. And you needed to be with me for the third as well. I'm picking these pretty clean again. Now before, y'all, they were turning a little yellow. So I gave them some fertilizer and then 6 inches of rain, and here we are harvesting again. I think that's pretty good. Get this corner over here, and then we'll get over here to these rape greens. That's what I want. We've already enjoyed the rape greens. No, we haven't. Not this year. Not yet. No rape greens yet this year. This will be the first harvest of rape greens. All right, y'all, I think that's good on the turnip greens. Now I'm going to move you over here so you can see these big, beautiful rape greens. Y'all, and I grow these in remembrance of my grandmother. I miss her dearly. She's been gone for a long time, but the one thing I remembered was she grew these, and I now grow them as well. So let's head over there and let's get these rape greens, y'all. Y'all, these greens are almost as tall as I am. But I'm going to start in the back and work my way to the front. This elevated raised bed makes it super easy. My back has been really bothering me lately. Having to stand versus stoop, it's always a good thing. I'm hoping to get several harvests off of these as well. Y'all, I probably could cut these. I could probably get scissors and just go and cut them, but I'm breaking them off instead. They're super tender. The stems are not thick. That's one thing about salad greens or turnip greens, mustard greens, kale. Well, kale can have a thick stem sometimes, but the rest of these, usually when you cook them and you wilt them down, They get nice and tender. They just melt right in your mouth. When I was little, I didn't, or younger, as a child, I preferred salad greens or turnip greens over collard greens for that very reason. I didn't like those thick stems. But now I like both. And from a growing standpoint, and growing enough to put away, collard greens are easier. Takes a little more space for turnip greens and mustard greens and, rape, that kind of stuff. So, y'all, you see that? I just grabbed a whole bunch and broke it off. I was worried about them not having enough. Now I feel like they're too close together because they're long and lanky. But that's okay, y'all. So let me get these harvested. I'm going to show you what I got. And then we're going to move over and take care of those mustard greens. Now, I only got mustard greens growing in 2 tiers, very similar to how I had the collard greens, where I transplanted in 2 tiers. And the collard greens gave me enough for 4 meals. I'm going to be able to feed my family 4 different times off of those collard greens. And that's just the first harvest. The mustard green, I have them growing the same way, and I'll show you that in just a minute, where there are just 2 tiers of mustard greens. But y'all, they are huge, huge, huge. But I'm going to finish this up, and then I will bring you back, and I'll show you just how, well, you can already see, y'all, I'm cleaning it pretty good here. But we're going to do that for the rest of this bed, and I'll bring you back in just a moment. Y'all, I picked them pretty good, didn't I? I cleaned them right on up. This is what I got so far from this elevated raised bed from Vego Garden. And y'all, this is a lot. I got all of these, all of those collard greens, and we still need to go pick some mustards, and that's where we're headed next. So join me on our 3rd harvest of mustard greens as we head on over to the main garden. Y'all, when I say it's wet, I do mean it's wet. I still have standing water leading up to the garden. There's mud everywhere. I'm trying to cut the grass, but I'm trying to be careful with cutting the grass because it's so wet out here. It was so wet that I had a river running between my house and my neighbors, just running through there. It was nothing but just standing water until yesterday. So I got my little robot out here cutting grass, but if I had brought my riding lawnmower out here, y'all, I would have just been straight up mud. And it's straight mud now, but I'm trying to cut anyway before the grass gets too far out of control. But y'all, just standing in water. Standing water is what I have over here. Oh no. Okay, I need to stop. Y'all, this is standing water. I can't cut this grass. Look at that, standing water. Y'all see that? I gotta turn that lawnmower off. We can't go over here. Standing water over there. Okay. Oops, you can see my footprints coming through the mud. Okay. Yep, we're gonna turn this off. Oh well. It was fun. Power off. Even if it was only for a few minutes. Now look, broccoli's getting ahead on it. But that's not why we're over here. We're over here for this. All right, y'all, so over here in this lemon green stalk, I got all kinds of stuff going on over here, including mustard greens going to seed. Anytime you see a flower like that on your plant, y'all, it's trying to reproduce. So we usually eat our vegetables before they're ready to reproduce. So unless we're talking about a fruiting vegetable, the whole thing about a fruiting vegetable is the fruit, the seeds are inside of it, right? It's trying to reproduce. But for greens, when your greens stop giving you beautiful leaves like this, which that's what we want, this is a curly mustard green, and they start putting on flowers like this, that means it's trying to reproduce. It wants to survive. And I want it to survive too, but I don't want it to reproduce. So I'm pulling that off and we'll put it to the side. I want the leaves. So I have this, I don't know if it's red mustard or purple mustard, but this is a mustard green as well. It's flowering. Y'all, they were trying to flower weeks ago and I kept pulling them back and breaking them off to try to prolong it, which is what we're doing right now. So again, I only have 12 pockets, actually less than 12 pockets of mustard greens. That's it. Less than 12 pockets. And we're adding them to this harvest right here. Buttons would love that. I might take that into Buttons. Oh no, she don't like mustard greens. She didn't like mustards. She only likes collard greens, which she loves collard greens, but not mustard greens. They might have a little spice to them. Now I also have broccoli in here. I have kale in here, but we're only focusing on mustard right now. And from a mustard standpoint, it's just curly and purple. That's it. And yes, I should have harvested this days ago, but you know, with the weather, I couldn't. You do what you can do with the time that you have and what the weather allows you to do. Well, it's going to be time for us to preserve these because there's no way I can do anything with all of these mustards, turnips, kale, or collard greens. I can't do nothing with all of this, y'all. It's too much. So we're going to preserve it for a later day. Boy, that's a pretty leaf though, y'all. There's no bug damage whatsoever. It's beautiful. It's a perfect leaf. I think I'm all the way around. I am. Y'all, this is going to be broccoli here. This is going to be gorgeous broccoli here in a few weeks. Anyway, y'all, that's it. This is full, completely full. So it's time for us to start preserving because mustard greens, turnip greens, rape greens, those are cool season crops. And today it's going to get up to like almost 80 degrees. So we know that warmer weather is coming. Usually it's here by now. And so those things, those cool season crops, they're not going to keep producing, not leafy greens anyway. It's kind of like lettuce. It's hard to grow those things in the summer months. So we need to be putting these back so we'll have something to eat when it's too hot, and then we'll come back in the fall and grow more. But this is the third harvest off of these, and I'm hoping to squeeze out at least 2 more. It'd be nice if I could. But y'all, that's it. It's just a quick harvest of leafy greens. Salad greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, rape greens, but greens nonetheless. And we harvested them for the 3rd time this season. So until next time, and I hope there'll be a next time that you choose to hang out at Kim's Cozy Corner Garden with me. Talk to you again soon. Bye.